Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. I, Suchit Kaur, your English teacher. So in this video lecture, I will start with the poem The Road Not Taken written by Robert Frost. It is on page number 15 of your book. It is a well-known poem about making choices and the choices that shape us. Robert Frost is one of the most famous American poets who writes simply but insightfully about common ordinary experiences. Insightfully means showing an accurate and deep understanding. So I will tell you more about the poet of this poem, The Road Not Taken. His full name is Robert Lee Frost. Robert Lee Frost was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. He is highly regarded for his realistic depictions of rural life and his command of American speech. Frost was honored frequently during his lifetime, receiving 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry and was a poet laureate. Pulitzer Prize means the highest award for writers in USA, and here laureate means a poet appointed by a country to write poems for official ceremonies. So this poem is a classic poem by the American poet Robert Frost. The poem was first published in Frost's collection Mountain Interval in 1916. This poem is perhaps one of the most frequently taught poems in secondary schools today. So the main objective of this poem, The Road Not Taken, is to create and develop a sense of refinement, delicacy, literary taste, and imagination. Here, refinement means clarification, delicacy means fineness, literary taste means huge range of ideas and beliefs. And the theme of the poem is that our choices do make a big difference in our lives and that there is no way to go back and change them. So in this poem, the road symbolizes our life. The poet says that the path that we don't choose in our life is the road not taken. The poet describes his feelings about that choice that he had left in the past. The path which he have chosen decides our future, our destination. The important message that the poet wants to give is that the choice that we make has an impact on our future, and if we make a wrong choice, we regret it but cannot go back on it. So we must be wise while making choices. Further in this poem, we will discuss about the literary devices. Literary device means a technique a writer uses to produce a special effect in their writing. Under this, we will discuss about the alliteration. Alliteration means 2 or more words in a row starting with the same sound or letter. Second one is visual imagery, which means when in our mind any scene is set and we can visualize it, the poem setting or scene. Third is metaphor, which means when one quality of 2 things is compared. For example, roads is in this poem is compared with options in our life. Fourth one is anaphora, which means when consecutive sentences begin with the same word. Consecutive here means following each other continuously. A apart from this, we will be discussing about the rhyming scheme of the poem as well, which means what musical effect is coming in the last words of each line. So, introduction and main points are discussed. We will continue with the poem's explanation in my next video lecture. The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you and have a nice day.